Hello everybody, it's Kat here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a speed renovation. So normally I would post a renovation of one of the houses in the Sims 4 world, but this week I just wasn't feeling 100%, so I just decided to renovate a community lot in Magnolia Promenade and Promenade. Anyway, and do it as a speed build instead. So this is the first community lot that I've actually ever done. I have never built one, I have never renovated one, so it was quite an interesting experience. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I don't know, I guess I'm a bit confused about what community lots should look like, or retail lots. I don't think they're as easy as houses, because you see probably a lot more houses, and when I think of houses I think about The Sims, but often when I go to retail stores and stuff I don't look at them and map them out and be like, oh yeah, this is how you do them in The Sims. I'm sure I'll get there. But anyway, for this build I did want to give it a really big makeover. Actually, I really didn't like how this build was originally. I thought it was a bit drabby. I thought it definitely needed a really good renovation. The colours were a bit weird, the flooring was a bit weird, the layout, I mean, I had a little bit of trouble with that myself, but I just thought the placement of some of the outside objects was a bit strange as well. But we'll get into the build. I did go for a more modern look, I think, for this one. I really wanted to make it really inviting and open and quite a bit more street appealing and a little bit more fancy. So I would say I went for more of a modern path, except for the roofing I tried to keep the same. I did smallen the top part up the top there as well. But I did want a lot of open windows, a lot of glass. I really liked the glass fences and everything, and just tried to add as many sort of what I would say retail things as I could. So some signage, some signs out on the street, some signs above the door and everything like that, just to try to make it really inviting and quite light in kind of appearance as well. I did want to create quite a lot of plants around to just give it a really comforting and inviting feel as well. I thought the amount of plants would, it just kind of helps to familiarize the place and helps people want to actually go and sit somewhere as well. For the top deck area, I did want a bit of seating. I'm not sure why there isn't any cafe or anything in here, but I thought that it would still create a nice place to have seating. And just a place for people to hang out and rest for a while after they've done their shopping, maybe have a drink or something. Maybe there's a vending machine down the street or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to create quite a few benches around the top area there, just so people would have a place to sit, and then obviously pop some rubbish bins around as well to try to keep everything nice and clean and litter free. I did put some lights on the outside as well, and also some security cameras once I eventually found them. It just seems really realistic that a lot of retail stores would have security cameras around to protect them and to make sure that nothing got stolen, and if someone broke in, they could report to the police. And anyway, moving on. I did spend quite a bit of time outside to try to make it really comfy, and it was at one point I was like, oh, I don't really know what else to put out here, and I don't really know what you would put outside, but I actually quite like the way that it turned out. For the inside, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I didn't really have an idea of what kind of floor plan wise, or also what kind of store that I wanted to go for, but I did want to keep it for a really clean, nice cut look, so I just went with a plain white wall and then some really dark wood floorings to match with it. For the countertops, I quite like the fact that the retail counters are actually the same swatches as some of the kitchen counters, so you can get that good kind of adhesiveness and coherency between them. So we went with just a black one to just kind of capitalize on that modern look. In terms of the display cabinets though, I really wasn't sure where to put them. what I wanted to do. So I just ended up going for a lot of the glass cabinets because I thought they were the most modern and kind of clean cut ones, and then obviously putting some in the window display as well, keeping with the whole white and black things as well, just trying to keep it really nice, clean and everything as well. I did want to put some couches in the retail store, especially out in front of the bathroom. I think that that's really important in shopping areas. I think we need seats in them. So either if you're tired, you can go sit down, or if you've been dragged into a shop that you don't want to go to, you can sit down. And so yeah, I wanted to put some couches there. And then for the middle of the room, I really just needed to fill up the space. So I just put some display tables in the middle of the room there as well. I wasn't really sure what to put on the rest of the cash register. I've never actually worked in a retail shop before, so I wasn't 100% sure what people put there. So I just kind of left it blank for a little bit and kind of moved on to the bathrooms. I don't have the university pack, so I don't have any of those stall bathrooms that come in that pack, but I did just make them myself out of just walls and putting toilets in there. Decided to go for 3 because I thought that that was a really good amount, and then just trying to configure like sinking, like putting sinks and stuff in there. It was a bit of a funny shaped bathroom, and I'm not really sure, like I think I could have probably extended it to make it a little bit better, but I actually quite like the way it turned out. I wanted it to be really clean, a nice clean white bathroom, and that's pretty much how that came out as well. So I thought that that was really good. And back to the counters, I did put like one of those little first million things. I forgot a rubbish bin in the bathroom, but yeah, and then I just put a couple of other plaques on the wall, and then just filled up the rest of the space with some more plants, because I assume the rest of the stuff would probably be like some stock, or maybe some staff stuff, or some display things, and at that point I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, so I just kind of left it pretty blank. For the upstairs, I decided to make this into a staff area. It did kind of appear like it was a storage area in the older version, but I just wanted to kind of correct it a little bit and make it a bit better. So for the 3 divided rooms, the first one I decided to make like a storage area / office area, and the other one I wanted to make into like a staff lounge area, so I popped a fridge in there. Then the remaining one I did toss and turn about what to put that into. So for the office area, I just wanted 2 desks, and then obviously some computers on there, and some boxes, some filing cabinets, some more file sort of things, and then some storage crates and stuff where the stock would go into. For the bathroom, I did originally think, maybe one person, and then I thought that was a bit silly, so then I decided to go for a 2-person later on, but I did think curtains in this one was really important, because obviously the customers are sitting on the outside of the deck and can just kind of look in, and you don't really want them looking into the office space necessarily. For the staff bathroom, I wanted to make it quite nice, and a 2-cubicle one, just so that there's a little bit more space for the staff in the store, that they could have somewhere to go during their break, or before work, or after work, and just make it a little bit more communal for the staff as well. But it was a little bit squishy, but I just wanted to make something a bit more shared and communal for them as well. And then a staff sitting area for them as well. And I thought that this one was really important, because I thought staff needed like some nice couches and a little kitchenette place where they could actually have their breaks, and actually somewhere nice and safe to relax, and a little bit of food, and just something really welcoming for them as well. So I did go out all with the cabinets and everything as well. So that is the finishing up of this build. It does cut off a little bit weirdly in this one. I accidentally hit the escape button and it just kind of shut down on me. But I'm actually really happy with how this build turned out. It was quite a good challenge. I've never having done a community lot before, and I'm quite happy with how all the spaces turned out and just the feel of the build as well. I really like how this one turned out. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down below any other renovations you would like me to see. I do a new renovation build every week. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I do hope you are doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.